welcome back to my channel, guys, and thank you for watching. Okay, so this video here is going to be all about what struggling with PCOS really is like. Now, the things that we deal with day to day, it's emotional, stress, depression, anxiety, yeah, it does a lot to you. Now, recently I have realized that I have fallen into this little rut that is very hard for me to pull out of. I am a little bit depressed, and I have noticed that I have anxiety at the moment. I don't really know what's causing it. If I'm with my partner and I go out, I'm not too bad. But the other morning I woke up, well, the night before, I had a great day, I had a great night, went to bed, but when I woke up, it's like something just clicked, and I started crying. I started trying to get ready for work, and I was freaking out. I don't know why I was freaking out. I was really emotional, and I was hyperventilating. I was freaking out. And I had to send a message to my boss, and I let her know that I'm freaking out. And she offered if she starts in the area I was meant to be working in, and then I just make my way down when I can. And I said, I really don't know. I don't want to let you down, because I have had a few days off because of being well, and other personal things as well, and family things and whatnot. And I just didn't know, and I said to her, I really want to come in, but I'm freaking out at the moment. I'm really upset. I'm bawling my eyes out. I was like in the corner of my walk-in robe, just bawling my eyes out. I just didn't know where it was coming from. I just didn't know why I was starting to freak out, because, you know, I love my job and I really enjoy it. The patients are wonderful, and I really enjoy the people I work with. They're all really nice. So I just didn't know where it's coming from. But sitting back and having a chat with all of the other women in the support pages, they go through the same thing, and it just equals out to PCOS. Like, it's what it does to you. You know, you hope to have a baby, and every month it just destroys you. It just, no, not this month, maybe next month. Next month comes, no, not this month either. Then you get test results, no, not pregnant, or no, didn't ovulate. You know, it does a lot to you. And I chat to my partner. He is so supportive, but he gets it. He really does. I do know he does get it, but sometimes I just feel like you're not the girl, so you don't fully get it. He gets it, obviously, because, you know, he wants to have a baby with me as well. But, you know, the way I think is the reason why I get so upset and everything is because he's chose to have a family and a life with me. We've got 2 animals. One's a dog, his name's Rusky, and one's a cat, his name's Carlos. So they're our boys. And he wants to marry me, and he wants to have a life with me, and I love him so much. But the way the reason why I get so upset is I can't give him the one thing a woman should be able to give a man, is a baby, is a child, is a family. Like, yes, we've got animals, but a blood-related family. Now, that's what really upsets me, is because what if that day does come and I can't give him a child? He does have a child to a previous relationship. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, there's always that thought that I can't give him a baby, and that's what really upsets me. And I think when it does come to the day we do have a baby, I'll probably look back and think, what was I worried about? But, you know, it's just things like this that you can't not pay attention to. And you know, I want to be a mum so bad. Like, you really don't understand. Like, I was there to witness my first niece, Mia, to be born, and my sister told me she was actually, she wanted me to be in the room because she wanted me to freak out and not be one of those teenage mums. And I said to her, I'm like, one, I didn't have a boyfriend at the time anyway, so, you know, how am I going to be a teenage mummy if I don't have a boyfriend to do stuff with? And yeah, sorry, I'm wiping the tears away. I got a little bit emotional before. So yeah, so I was able to sit there. I was 16 years old and I watched my niece come into the world. She's 10 years old, I'm pretty sure, last year. So she is 11 this year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's 11 this year. So yeah, I got to watch her come into the world, and it was an amazing thing. She did such a good job bringing her in. She was a 10 pound 9 baby, and it was my sister's first baby, so she was a big baby, and she's bloody tall. She's taller than me, almost, and she's 10. That's pretty sad. Her bloody tall gene. But yeah, I got to watch her come into the world. And a couple of years later, 2010, I'm pretty sure. So she was born 2006, and then my next niece was born in 2010, I'm pretty sure. Her name was Ella, and I wasn't meant to be in the room, but it all just happened so fast, and I ended up being in the room when my sister had my second niece. So I was very honoured to be in the room, to be able to watch yet another one of her beautiful girls come into the room. And just, you know, being there throughout her whole pregnancy, like, you know, it does make you very clucky, and it's just, I sit back and I'm definitely going to be like my mum and my sister as parents, especially my mum. My mum is the most beautifulest woman you would ever see. Like, you know, she's got a beautiful heart, she has a beautiful soul, and she went through hell in her childhood, and she made sure that her children would never have to go through what she had to deal with. And I owe so much to my mum. She's the most beautifulest person. She raised us kids so good. She did such an amazing job. And same as my dad, you know. My dad did such an amazing job while we grew up. He was always working, let my mum stay home and raise us kids, and then when she wanted to, go get a job if she wanted to. If not, she was able to stay home and be with us kids, and, you know, have that stay-at-home mum life that she wanted, to make sure us kids were raised right. So growing up around that also makes you want to make sure you have a child, so then you can give them what you had as a child as well. So yeah, I really want to be a mum, you know, and those things weigh in the back of your mind as well, that, like, I really want a child. And it's very heartbreaking when each month does come by and, you know, again, not pregnant. I also am pretty good at knitting. So even though I may not have a child anytime soon, hopefully we do, but I've made a little hat beanie, booties and mittens for eventually for our baby when we have one. Now, to me, some people look at it as like, why would you do that? Because what if you don't have a child? You've got this sitting here. But for me, going through this emotional wreckness kind of stuff, being down, depressed, and having this anxiety when I wasn't well and I had all this time off work, that's just what I did. I made a beanie for my nephew, and I made a Winnie the Pooh beanie for my baby, and made a little Winnie the Pooh theme, booties and mittens and things like that. And it's just, you know, something that I did for myself. Yeah, in the long run, it might not be used, but if I do have a child, then it's going to be used and it's going to love it. And yeah, so, you know, having PCOS or any type of infertility condition, it wrecks you big time. I'm not the same person I was when I was 18. I can tell you that for sure. When I was 18, I was outgoing. I don't know how else to explain. I feel like I was a different person. But over time, with this fertility issues and all the heartbreaks and things like that, it has taken bits of me, and I do feel like that I have grown up a lot. A lot of my other friends are younger than me, and I do feel like that I am more mature within life-wise, just because I've gone through a lot that they've not gone through, and I have really changed. I don't really like going out much anymore. The only times I really go out is to hang out with my family, or go to my brother and sister-in-law's place and have a few drinks with them, or have a dip in the pool, and do things with them, or go to the movies with my partner, or just stay home and knit and do, lame to you kind of things, but to me it passes the time. I definitely think that this journey has changed me. It has changed me to be stronger, because if anything like this were to happen again, or something at this level, I know I'm able to deal with it. It's just, you do have your weak moments, and for example, for literally the last month has been my moment that I've been weak. I feel like I don't have anyone here to help me, and when you do talk to some friends, they just say the usual things. Oh, I'm really sorry. Just relax, be positive, it may happen. They're just trying to be really supportive and things like that, but talking about it to a friend means more than the advice they give, just because even though it may be the same thing that you're talking about all over again, it means something to me. It means that I'm able to voice it out to them, and just talk about something that I struggle with day to day, kind of thing. I really miss hanging out with my friends. Some of them are really busy, they've got kids, or they're busy with work and things like that. Or some days I'm having to cancel, or they're having to cancel. So that kind of sucks. When you're younger, when I was like 16, 17 and 18, you're always out of the house and you're always doing something. But I think as you get older, everyone branches off in their own direction. I've lost many friends. They've gone off in their own direction. They're not interested, or we've just drifted apart because, they've got kids and they're never available to come hang out with you, or you've just drifted and you're not the same as you used to be, and your best friends don't end up being your best friends anymore. They're just a friend, and you don't really see them anymore, or when you do, you just, sometimes, what do you chat about? Just life happens, and and like I would never ever blame my friends for cancelling or doing something else or anything like that, but just make time. Like I have all the time in the world. I always make time for my friends, and it just would be nice for them to make time for me sometimes, and just be real with me, and just be good to me because I'm good to you, kind of way, and everything. And sometimes you just want to go out with the girls and have some me time, and just talk about anything. Go out for dinner, go out for a drink, go out and just do something. Nothing that's going to be too expensive, because these days everything is crazy expensive. Drive down to the beach like we used to. That's crazy. I mean, that's great. Like, it was fun back then, so why can't we do it now? Just small things like that. Like, I've got Danny, he's wonderful, but, even though he's there for you, and he's giving you the the partner chats and, you know, your best friend kind of thing. But, you know, you just really want to hang out with a girl who is your friend, and, you know, just do something. But yeah, so the mental side of things, the mental health side of things do a lot to you, and it's really hard not to be upset and things like that. And, you know, I really just want people to know out there that, yeah, fair enough, be positive and everything like that, but even though you're not in the situation, try your hardest to understand what we go through. The things that we went through before we found out we had this condition, or things that happened to us while we have the condition, like we know we have the condition and whatnot. It's just, you know, it's a lot to take in, and just for you to be supportive and acceptive of us and all our moods and all our things we want to talk to you about, just accept it, and just be there for us, because, you know, that's all we need. Is we need somebody who's going to be our rock, because at the end of the day, you may be the only one who is our rock besides our partners at the end of the day. So yeah, so that's basically an overview of it. So yeah, it's just basically, you know, you feel defeated, you feel upset, you feel angry, you feel mad, you feel angry at the fact that there is people out there who don't give two shits about these people, these babies that they give birth to. They're either drug addicts and don't care. They're on Centrelink because they don't want to work, because they want drugs all the time. They don't do much with their kids. People who abuse their children. Like, why, if there was a God, why give these people children who they can't even look after them? Whereas you have me and my partner who have been together for 7 years. We're engaged, we're going to get married and everything like that. And, you know, why can't you give us a child? Why do you have to give these people that won't look after the child, or the child ends up in care because they can't look after it or something like that, or they're on meth or something like that? And these poor babies that are born addicted to meth or whatever drugs these people take these days. You know, like, why give them the chance to have children, but you won't give me someone that's honest and someone who's loving, who has a home ready for a baby? But you get very angry and you get upset, and, you know, just ridiculous emotions all the time. Hormones can be up here, hormones can be down here, freaking. So yeah, the emotions do run very high, and it's very hard, very, very hard to not get emotional, not to get really upset and things about it all. And yeah, it's a lot to take in sometimes. But yeah, well guys, thank you again for watching my video. I will be posting a bit more, because, you know, I want to vent a lot, because I think this will help my journey. I also want to make sure there is that awareness, and give it a thumbs up, guys, please. If you did like it, please subscribe and share to other people. I would really like this channel to boom, and just this journey can help other people with infertility issues, or just, you know, make their life, day-to-day life, maybe a little bit brighter, and know that there is other people out there who go through the exact same thing. So yeah, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, life is precious. Take every day as it comes and make the most out of your life. Thanks for watching, guys.